Independent National Sales Director Kim McClure says, "Life is what you make of it, and I am blessed to have the opportunity to help others develop a vision for their life that they never dreamed was possible before, and then achieve it." She's been in the top 10 of her seminars 16 times, led her unit to the $1 Million Circle of Excellence 10 times, highest in the $1,300,000 circle. She's been a top 10 sales director nationwide 9 times, including 3 times as the #1 sales director. She's a 14-time double star achiever, and she's been runner-up to the Queen of Unit Sales for her seminar 4 times and Queen 6 times. Debuting as a national sales director out of the Mary Kay national area in 2012, she's a member of the NSD Millionaires Club with over $5 million she's earned in commissions since starting her business in 1992. She has achieved Gold Circle status 9 times, and she is a 4-time Diamond Circle achiever. Kim's passion is changing lives and helping the women in her community understand that they don't have to be defined by their past or even their current circumstances. Please welcome the #3 Independent National Sales Director in the Ruby Seminar, National Sales Director Kim McClure.
Great morning, beautiful Mary Kay family. Wow, what an honor it is to stand in this moment in our history with you. The first ever seminar outside of Dallas, the first ever combined seminar, and the last Ruby seminar. Thank you, Mary Kay, for making this all happen. Haven't they done a phenomenal job? I want to thank the Lord for the accomplishments of my magnificent McClure Masterpiece National Area, for this honor to speak to you today. You know, I'm feeling a little emotional as I look back at my business of 33 years and the woman that I've become and the incredible life that has come with it. If we haven't met yet, I'm Kim McClure and I'm your friend. And yes, I'm your friend. And if you're new here, I hope by the fact that you're here at this seminar that you've gone from being in Mary Kay to Mary Kay being in you, and that you will be a lifer, forever committed to pass on Mary Kay Ash's dream for women. It's that dream that powered up my dreams. I want to take you back to the girl I was when this whole story started. I was single, working 70 hours a week as a nurse, managing a hospital department and a medical practice. We were building a house, planning a wedding, and my amazing, sexy husband-to-be, Bob, he already had 2 beautiful children, 9 and 13. They were the best gifts of my wedding presents. In fact, our daughter Lindsay is here in DIQ right now with her son Logan, who you saw on the stage with my sexy man Bob. He came to see his Gigi and what she does for a living. Back then, my heart longed for a child of my own. I couldn't see how that dream could ever fit into the demanding, non-stop pace of my life. And so when I was first introduced to the Mary Kay opportunity, I said, no way. Not once, not twice, but 19 times. But God had a plan. And the 20th time I went to a guest event and something shifted. I saw women winning in all areas of their lives. I saw freedom, flexibility, and this powerful way of the Mary Kay life, built on God first, family second, and career third. And most importantly, I saw hope. Hope for the future, that I could have a life that I dreamt of as a young, naive teen. And at that moment, I knew, if I don't try this, I might regret it for the rest of my life. Now, I'm a security-minded woman. I'm always thinking forward. And I saw how this opportunity had blessed thousands of women, and I thought, why not me? And ask you the same question, why not you? When I did my first party, I got excited. I saw the transformation of women before my eyes, just like I felt pretty for the very first time in my life when somebody pampered me with a Mary Kay facial. And I saw that transformation happening around the table with others. And I then couldn't wait to build my team and give this opportunity away. You know, recently, some of my other sister national sales directors and I have been studying one of my heroes, Nehemiah. Nehemiah rebuilt the walls of Jerusalem, and it feels like a mirror on multiple levels. So here's a quick overview of Nehemiah's story, because he wasn't a builder. He had a very prestigious job as the cupbearer to the king. But then God placed a vision and a call in his heart to rebuild those broken walls. And then came the critics, the distractions, the fear. Sound familiar, anyone? Nehemiah's response was simple. I am doing a great work, and I cannot come down. Our dear Mary Kay Ash was a Nehemiah in her day. This vision, this burden was placed on her heart. And she had critics, like her bankers and her attorneys. She had sales directors who left to start another cosmetic company. She had distractions, including her husband passing away a month before the company was to open, and later her daughter Marilyn dying from cancer. And I believe she must have had fear. She'd taken her whole life savings and invested it into this vision. I'm imagining her saying to herself multiple times, I am doing a great work, and I cannot come down. And aren't we ever so grateful to her that she did it? And now you all are doing a great work, and you cannot come down. Friends, we are standing at a turning point. We are again in a Nehemiah moment in our history. You know, when Mary Kay Ash went to heaven, our pink wall weakened. But we rose up and we rebuilt. And now almost all of the national sales directors and sales directors who knew Mary Kay Ash are gone. And then came COVID, which in some ways further weakened our pink wall. But we cannot come down. The dream, the opportunity has not changed in reality. This opportunity is better than ever. And we are rebuilding with belief, with boldness, with connection, with confidence, and in community. Brick by brick, face by face, guest by guest, party by party, team member by team member. You are doing a great work, and you cannot come down. The process though, it's sacred. When building a big dream, you can get weary, and you can encounter troublemakers such as Nehemiah and Mary Kay Ash did. Maybe your vision has dimmed. Maybe the finish line has felt too far off. Maybe you've even given up, like the quiet quitters of the world. But hear me, the process is part of the glory. Achieving your dreams is directly tied to you continuing to build in spite of what you will encounter. The dust in the air means progress. And when it's hard, when there's lots of dust, it just means you're building something that matters. And sometimes the dust turns to mud and we get stuck. And then it's when we really have to dig in and fight for our dreams. Consistently working in the dust and not coming down builds great things. Just look around you. Do you know what it takes to achieve your goal for this year? I want you to break that math down into daily figures and say yes daily to reaching your goal. I've been blessed with 33 years of yeses. Yes to late nights and big dreams. Yeses that sometimes affected my family short term, but it has blessed them long term. Because not all yeses are convenient or easy. I've said yes to continue to investing in women, even though they have quit, even though they ghosted me, or even though they broke their promises. And most importantly, I've said yes to God, to use my ordinary life to be part of Mary Kay Ash's extraordinary legacy. And now it's your turn. You don't need to wait for the perfect timing. Didn't you hear that from the stage already? Because the perfect timing never comes. And you don't need every piece figured out. You only need the basics to begin to build success or to begin again. You just need one spark, and I hope you found it at seminar. And then you need the courage to say yes daily. So I have 2 questions for each of you. What are you being called to do? And what is your great work? My ministry is not washing feet, it's washing faces. You see, we have pink helmets and pink hammers in our pink jars and pink cars. So what distraction is trying to pull you down off your pink wall? Is it critics or lack of support from those closest to you? That was true for Mary Kay Ash and me. Oftentimes, it's a good opportunity that pops up. Your church, your kids' activities, a volunteer organization who needs you, or other distractions promising you great things. Right now, you are not called to good things. You are called for great things. Maybe it's an obstacle like your job requiring more hours. That was mine when I was a beauty consultant. Or maybe it's an unexpected illness or a pregnancy. I'm not pregnant. A lack of childcare, or maybe death of someone important. I could list hundreds of them, and if we polled every national sales director and said, what almost stopped you? We'd find tons of them. Oftentimes, one of those distractions is fear. You know, it's those what ifs. What if it doesn't work? What if it does? What will people think of me? And then there's the fear, because fear robs us of our dreams. We all have to fight fears daily. Did you know that there's 365 fear knots in Scripture? One for every day of the year. So I want you to use this acronym for fear. Face everything and run. Not running away, but running into it. You are a warrior, and you war from victory. If you are not fighting fears, you're not living. You're just existing. So don't die with your music unplayed. Last, maybe it's that small, nasty nasty inner voice of discouragement that whispers and nags. You're not good enough. Who do you think you are? Or that's for them, but not for you. I battled those limiting beliefs too. But Ephesians 2:10 declares, you are God's masterpiece, created so that we can do the good things that he planned for us long ago. And when Nehemiah faced those distractions, he cried out, oh God, strengthen my hands. Don't let your limiting beliefs win. Brave girl, you have a decision to make. Not someday, but today. So decide today to power up. Power isn't something you wait for, it's something you plug into. Plug into your why and your vision again. Power is also who you plug into. So plug into your sales director and your national sales director. And plug into God, because I believe that he has all the answers. He has all the resources for you. And he will always be there. His power is supernatural, energizing, and unstoppable. And just like he was there for Nehemiah, completing the wall in 52 days, when others had been trying for 70 years, his hand is upon our company, as it was for dear Mary Kay Ash. And so I ask you all to join me and stand up right now to declare that we are doing a great work. To pre-decide now, and on my cue of 3, I want you to say, I'm doing a great work and I cannot come down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I am doing a great work and I cannot come down. God bless you all.
Let's hear it again for the number 3 National Sales Director in the Ruby Seminar, National Sales Director, Kim McClure.
Nothing is impossible.